And hello, everybody!
Hello, hello, good evening, and welcome to the Archives. My name is Megan, and below me, as always, the most wonderful, most magnificent, most magnanimous.
Hi, I'm Eric. It's good to see all of you. Thank you for coming.
So, we have a couple of announcements to get out of the way before we start the show. And tonight's going to be a doozy because we have a lot to discuss that happened on Monday. First and foremost, we want to thank our sponsors for Disaster and Danger, Norse Foundry. You can find them at norsefoundry.com. If you go there, they have amazing metal dice, bone dice, gemstone dice, absolutely wonderful stuff. They work with Elderwood Academy to bring you wonderful dice boxes. They hold minis and all that. Ooh, and if you try hard enough, you can open it with one hand. Look at that, kids.
I love
But
the
it,
leather. I love the leather-bound nature of that. It is so nice.
it's a book. I love
Yeah.
that. And they, like Elderwood's come out with a brand new line of like specifically like tome boxes. They're absolutely beautiful. But if you use the promo code REPRPG, you get 15% off of your offer or off of your order, which is no small pickings, let me tell you. The rest of the schedule. So for on Friday, we are back with Borderlands. Myself and Cody are introducing Miss Whistler to the Borderlands. It's her first time. So for those of you who are not too familiar with the Borderlands franchise, come on over and watch us shoot skags and they skag ass and all that other stuff. And for those of you that are familiar with the Borderlands, please come over and teach Cody how to play because he needs some help. Cody, if you're
Oh
I'm very
no.
sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I love you very much.
How,
Cody.
what? It just not FPS or?
Oh no, it's FPS. Yeah, Cody's
Uh,
phenomenal. Cody was running that game. Actually, him and Whistler both. I was very surprised. She picked it up like a champ. They were blowing things heads off, and I was just running behind and healing them.
there you go.
Yeah, it was nice to finally be in a game that had a healer. What
I
can I say?
was. Oh my god! I was right there. I was like, how does it feel playing a healer for once? Like, what's that like?
It's a new world, my dude. This
uh,
weekend we do have something new. There are no pants. I mean, there are pants, but there aren't. So I am no longer the pants queen, Yellowfish. I'm very sad about that. I am always in my heart, but
yeah.
officially no. This weekend we've got some new stuff coming on since Miss Whistler's taking a break because of work. Uh, I will be taking over and playing some Elder Scrolls Online. We're not entirely sure.
ESO.
ESO, baby! It's one of my favorite games in the world. If you like MMORPGs, come on by this weekend and watch me absolutely stumble my way through one. Which is not completely fair. I'm actually pretty good at it. But yeah, if you like Skyrim, if you like any of the Elder Scrolls franchise or Elder Scrolls Online, please, please, please. It's a beautiful game. It's really, really fun. The stories are great. And I have a bunch of new transmogs and stuff. I have a bunch of new costumes to put on. So this will be fun.
Ooh.
But more on that later. Mondays, we are back with Disasters and Danger.
Yes.
As
in
we.
the traditional Sirach voice.
Isn't
Yes.
that what he sounds like when he's up in the air? Like, doesn't he only sound squeaky because he's
Yeah,
grounded?
because there's so much more air for your voice to flow through. When he's up there, he's fucking James Earl Jones when he's in the sky.
The only person who's ever heard it is Olaru.
In the sky. Yes, Olaroon, you must destroy him.
I love this so much. I have Fly in my sit turn. I will be casting it now for random reasons on random people so we can all have life changing adventures with Sirach.
Just like friggin' retcon that when he's in the air, he's just super confident and he just drops into that voice.
I mean, it would make sense. He is a bird,
He
but it's
super
his
bird, yeah.
preferred terrain as a creature.
Preferred terrain equals lack thereof.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mondays we are back with Disasters and Danger, and Wednesday we're back with Malifaux. If you like
Malifaux.
steampunk, the Wild West, Eldritch Horror, Terror, Victorian Gothic, RPGs and tabletop, then Malifaux is your game, my dude. Trust me. It's absolutely beautiful setting. Really, really fun characters. Yeah, huge fan. Huge fan. But I think that's what we got. Eric, you got anything?
Let's go.
Let's do
Yeah,
this. So,
I mean, you got it all. You hit all the talking points.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'll
no,
let you.
no, no. That is a good thing. I'm very. It is very well done. But yeah, let's talk about now. One of the things we love to do in this show is answer your questions. So as we're going through what happened on Monday, as we are going off on our usual random tangents, don't be afraid to throw a question in chat, and we will try to definitely get to it. We will answer it to the best of our ability, and if we don't know the answer, we will sure as hell make something up. But we are going to yeah, we're gonna get started here. But again, don't be afraid to throw anything into chat. Um, but yeah, let's start talking about what happened on Monday. So I woke up hard.
Say it one more time.
No, no, no. Like it was hard to wake up. Yeah, no, you're right. Let's think about the way. Sirach had a difficult time. Sirach had a difficult time. Because this was right after the.
Well, we're already awake. This is after we've already got our
Oh, we've
tattoos.
got the tattoos. That's right. I'm forgetting that part. Yeah, no, we have our tattoos, and we are getting ready to go to the. We're gonna help out our dwarven friends. And we are gonna go try to um, get to the other side of the mountain, to the fist, the
The
throne,
gauntlet.
the
Because
gauntlet.
there are two more sections of the dwarven stronghold that we haven't looked at. The gauntlet and the other one, the
Yeah,
anvil.
maybe that
I
sounds
don't know.
right. That
Because
sounds really.
we found the axe and the throne.
Yeah, the Axe King's throne. I God, I'm not gonna say Fist King. I'm not gonna say that.
Gauntlet,
It's Gauntlet.
gauntlet.
But is he the Gauntlet throne, or is that
No, and they're not. It's not axe king. There's just the black king. It's just there's an axe throne and a gauntlet
throne
throne.
and an anvil throne? Okay.
Yeah, there's another throne too because there's four. And I just don't remember what the fourth one is.
So we tell them we're gonna help them out, and they send us through a portal, and we arrive in the throne room of the Gauntlet. Um, but one of
And
the big.
we did know going into this that the gauntlet area was mostly populated by fire giants, which is part of
Mhm.
the reason why we metagame chose it. But so yeah, the way I remember it is it's the Thanos gauntlet because it's the fire giants giant gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so this area is much bigger than the ones that we were used to, obviously. We were warned ahead of time that the keys that we were looking for are probably not going to be in the throne rooms this time. It's not going to be quite as easy as this last one. So we set about looking for a way out, and we found the door into this throne room had been destroyed from the inside.
Which is somehow always every adventuring group's biggest problem is a door.
At least ours.
I
We're
mean,
still in the early stages where doors are still our problem. Yeah,
I mean, when you look at it, you're like, oh, we're still only level 8. Oh my god. Yeah.
seriously. So
So
through
Sirach
some
definitely forgot
absolute.
about Misty Step, that you have to be able to see the other portion. So I could have totally gotten through. I could have made it to the other side.
Can't see the other side.
Well,
It's a door.
but with my etherealness, I could have made it through to the other side. I just never would have been able to make it back.
Anyway, so uh, so through absolute ingenuity on Sirach and Talroth's part, they helped the rest of us scale the door, get through this broken-in lock, and make it through the other side, where we started climbing the semi-spiral staircase. Not really; it's more
Yeah.
angular. The geometric staircase. towards voices and the sound of hammering. We figured out that there was a forge on this next level
That
that
was
was,
built into their it was built into their like a dining area.
yes, and it
Yeah.
was currently being used. Um, we stealthed up and found out that it was, let me see, one fire giant who is
Yep.
in chains being forced to smith with 11 ogre guards on him, holding the chains and making sure he was behaving himself. And then there was one dragonborn who we didn't actually get eyes on, did we?
Was there a dragonborn? I didn't I thought we fought just the 11.
We didn't fight him. I think he left by the time we got there. There was
Okay.
someone there talking to the ogres. There was like a draconic voice that was hissing, giving orders. So okay, we never actually got eyes on him, but there was a dragon-like creature. Um, yeah,
Uh
running the operation, sort of.
mhm.
We got a name,
Ivry.
Ivry Durios.
Mhm.
I had to look at my notes because I'm taking them
Oh, look
now.
at you.
I know, what a novel idea. I'm taking notes on a D&D game. Apparently it helps.
So,
So
yeah, so we know Ivry is a dragon.
we know he's in charge. We don't know if he's a dragon or we think he's a dragon.
Well, the name means something like the Eternal Fire Destroyer and Destroyer or something like that.
Like I'm 99.9%, but then it might also just be a kobold with delusions of grandeur. Like I don't know. I don't want.
It was me, Screamers, all along.
I knew it. I knew Screebers. Um,
Oh my gosh.
I am not notes queen.
Totally notes queen. Literally the one who takes all the notes.
That's
Like
Matthew.
no, no,
That,
no. That's you now. It's clearly
Matthew
it's
knows
you.
what day it is in game.
I mean, if you're not healing, you got to be doing something, right? You know, so.
Listen, I'm just here to look pretty
And
and
you
ride
do
the
it.
Green Mile.
And you do
That's
it
it.
with good, good for Thousand. Jeez. Um. Gosh. But
Anyways, we
so
found these.
I I don't I was having an off night on Monday. That's all I can say because like I I did that. I forgot about Pass Without a Trace. 100% forgot about Pass Without a Trace, which could have helped us on our
Yeah, you
stealth
did.
with the two
But
heaviest armored people we have.
But the good news is, so it did because of that. Thousand and Treasure failed the stealth roll that the rest of us actually did pretty well at. But because of that, we started a fight. It was a really fun fight. I
Yeah.
thought, with a really clutch use of the spell Greed by Thousand, if I do say so myself. Well done, my dude. For those of you who don't know, Greed, you cast the spell on a gem of 50 gold, at least 50 gold, and anyone who fails a Wisdom save, it incites insatiable greed in them. So they either use their entire turn, their action, trying to get the gem, or they just sit and want it, but they don't do anything.
Well,
So it was
they do their
mob
entire
control.
action to walk up to the gem, and if they are already within 5 feet of the gem, they just stare at it.
There
But
you
it
go.
has to be
Okay.
presented by someone, which is what Thousand was doing it.
Yeah, it was mob control. Well done, really well done. But
So
because
good.
of that, it allowed everybody else to get the chains off of the fire giant, and we were picking off the ogres as they made their wisdom saves one at a time. Apparently, we made pretty easy work of them. Thank you, Cody. But now we have a fire giant friend, or at least
Of
uh,
I would say tentative ally at this point.
First while or ally. Yes.
Like I don't necessarily think he
Tentative.
trusts us, but he just sees us
That's
as the best option right now because we're not trying to whip him and make him make armor.
not yet. Anyway, we gotta set up a fun safe word. So we've got him.
Oh, that's right. You
Next,
did
we're gonna
take
go
the
into
whips,
the.
didn't you?
I did. They had these whips that were made out of chains. What was I supposed to do? Leave? Now all she has to do is get strong enough to be able to use it. I don't think she can actually lift the damn things. But that's okay.
The next 3 ability score increases are all to strength 2 points.
It's all for so just so she could get this damn chain. And then yeah, so the next step we believe is going into the mines so that we can free the rest of the fire giants and hopefully get some more or get closer to the gauntlet. At least get some more information. We are again 99.9% sure that Ifri Darius has the gauntlet. So we probably gonna have to fight a dragoon. Yes,
Oh,
Birdbrain?
oh no no. See, I have a different idea that is going to come back around
I'm
that we
scared.
didn't expect. So first of all, the only way to get back to the dwarves is with a gauntlet to open the portal. But we already have the dwarves are going to open up a portal in 3 days to help us out regardless.
Yes.
So here's one thing. Here's a thought. So we didn't mention that on the way in to the dining room, we saw there was a giant dragon skeleton that is being used sort of a model to put the armor that he's yeah. You know what we never investigated, which is what I'm wondering? What if hear me out. What if one of the like arm pieces is actually the gauntlet or has the gauntlet like put in it or like molded to it?
We can check. We're technically still in the forge, so when we come back, we'll still be there. We could
Mhm.
check.
I'm just
Um
saying like it'd be interesting if Cody knew how utterly and ineptly inobservant we are sometimes or
it's not our fault. We can't roll for crap.
no, but I mean like us as players going back to the awful 15 times. Yeah, no, that's on us. That is on us.
That's not Dice had nothing to do with that. That's us.
And so sometimes we get so focused on what is the immediate next step, we don't like as players. And I mean, we've done this a bunch of times, but as players, we aren't thinking like big picture as much as we are like, what do we do in the next 5 minutes?
Immediately. Yeah.
And so what I'm wondering is, we go through this whole thing and we're like, "Where's the gauntlet?" And he's just like, "Oh, well, it's right here on this form." And we're just like, "Motherfucker."
That's some Cody shit to do. I'll tell you that right now.
Like, I mean, regardless, we're still gonna free the giants. Like that's, I mean, we're still gonna do that because that's the right thing to do. But at the same time, it's just gonna be like, if it's right there, I'm just gonna be like, we could have just, been like, hey, look at that, full on drag queen, look over there, and then like taking the gauntlet and just, pieced.
When we were about to go into the mines, I will say Treasure made use of her brand new masquerade tattoo
Hmm.
to cast disguise self on herself and make herself look like I don't remember what color, but a dragonborn. She speaks Draconic, so we're thinking she's gonna be able to make her way into making her way into the mines. Well done, and yeah, maybe allow us to, I don't know, sidestep some stuff. Yellowfish, I would love to befriend the dragon. Here's the thing. We did that last campaign, and I really don't think Cody's gonna let us do it again.
Look, well, that's also because the last time we befriended a dragon, we made him God.
we were befriended him first, and because of that, we made him God. It wasn't
Yes,
like, hey,
but
be our friend and we're God.
the timeline is still befriended a dragon and made him God.
Yes,
Yes.
there is an Oxford comma in that, though.
Oh God, the Oxford comma. It's so necessary.
It is.
Helping your dad. What is it? Helping your dad or something and jack off a horse, something like that. But like the helping you helping. Don't worry about it.
Rachel Ray enjoys cooking vegetables, fish, and her grandma.
There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Oxford comma severely helps that statement, and it is much more appropriate for stream than jacking off a horse.
And grandma. Um, yeah, there was a lot of, I don't know. I enjoyed the combat of last game. Um, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I am terrified of the dragon. Absolutely terrified of the dragon. Sarides and Springs shouldn't know any better. But Megan is
Can we talk about springtime fun time Saride and how
absolutely my dude.
she's just up for anything? She's like you say the craziest line of questioning and Saride's just like, no, no, that sounds about right. Let's go do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to make it very clear that like these aren't separate personalities. She doesn't like
No.
black out between them. Because I know Fable had said something about when we were getting tattoos. She's like, I'm gonna make sure it's something that Winter Saride would approve of. I'm like, it's all the same Saride, man. And in fact, she'd been thinking about getting a tattoo for a long time before we got them and before magic tattoos were an option. She's just in spring. She's bouncy. She's playful.
Yeah.
Her face step actually is what I affectionately call tag you're it because it's the one that lets her give her face step to someone else.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh,
she can
that's fun.
she touches someone and they get to move 30 feet.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, they get to bamf 30 feet for free. So I'm just saying, like, if there was ever need of an expeditious retreat, it is Saridon Spring with Dimension Door, because I can get one of you to move 30 feet. I can Dimension Door someone else up to 500.
I mean, it's so funny considering because is this the first time we've seen spring like that we've really interacted with springtime Saride?
No, because I've worn that stupid pink wig before. She's been Spring before. Um, yeah, she's been Spring before. It's just not. Yeah.
Not been as interactive-y, maybe like just been spring, but there hasn't been a whole lot of
Yeah.
yeah,
Also, I think it was pretty early on in the game, and I'm still kind of figuring some stuff out.
as we all are with all of our characters.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not necessarily it's not a different person, and it's not a different like aspect. It's just I don't. It's like I don't
I
know if
liken
I
it
want to say
to.
it's drunk Saride, but it's like
I
Saride with
liken it
slightly
to.
less inhibitions.
She has. I mean, like as sentient creatures, for the most part, we all have different emotions and different states of being. When she's in her different seasons, it's all of the rest of them are there. It's just like putting a megaphone to a couple of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, her playfulness, her silliness is just a lot bigger. She also never she grew up in a predominantly summer court, and both of her parents were winter. So this isn't a place that she's in a lot because she was taught that it was puerile. Um, so I think whenever she is spring, it is spring break. Like that is,
Oh, that's
woo!
right, because the Fey courts and everything. That's right.
Huh?
The Fey
Oh yeah, Fey
courts. Yeah,
court.
yeah.
It wasn't like she wasn't in the winter court or in the summer court. Just because it's not Fey courts, it's towers, which are different.
Hmm.
But the house that she grew up in, the woman who ran it, um, kind of demanded that everyone stay in summer so that she didn't. She was an aging Eladrin, and she would take lovers from material plane, to sort of remind herself that she was still youthful and da 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 da. But that's why she wanted everyone to be summer because it's just wine and sex, and that's all she wanted. I mean, honestly, that's her retirement, right? And that's what I want too. It's Boca Raton. That's
Yeah,
if the reports of STIs from South Florida retirement communities are to be believed, that is exactly that's what she grew up in,
she
a
grew
South
up in the
Florida
villages.
retirement community.
She grew up in the villages. Okay.
She did. Oh my god!
Sarai grew up in the villages. There we go.
Oh my god, she did.
Mommy, why are
Amazing.
so many
Yeah.
people coming over to the house? Don't worry, honey. Just stay in your room. Keep the door locked.
Oh no, she knows all about it. She's fine.
Well, no, but
She
I'm
never
saying
asked
as
questions.
a very young Eldrin.
It's so weird to me. Like when do they stop maturing physically? Like,
I don't know,
you
probably
know what I
what
mean?
300.
Oh, I got some time then. Shoot. I gotta have a couple more inches.
No, I don't
I
know
can finally play basketball.
the dream of every Eldrin can finally make that layup.
Yes. Ooh, I don't know why this connected it to me. But if you are one of our patrons, Patreon patrons, even for just $1 a month, which is $12 for the year, you get access to our Discord. Why do I bring that up, you ask? Well, first of all, the memes there are absolute fire. We're a really fun community. Please come hang out with us. There's that epic RPG stuff, which is honestly very fun. It will take your life, but you will smile while it does it. But we also have fun backstories, and our head DM Cody writes has been writing backstories for our current campaign. Absolutely wonderful, and the second chapter just dropped today. I actually read
Oh,
it
did it?
before I started getting ready. Oh boy, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good. I highly recommend it, but it's only available. That's not true. I'm lying. It is available on our website, randomencounterproductions.com. Shucks. But it's fun to read it with friends, so come over to the Discord for $12.
Where is it over here? The world. There we go.
Backstories.
Backstories. The captain, the druid, and the sword mage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Um,
I know what
yeah.
I'm going to be reading at tonight when I should be working.
Really well done. Really well done. I'm excited. I'm excited for more backstory, and I'm also very excited for our game. It's like little lore drops like this put stuff in it. Tetris is in my mind.
Yeah, we get to learn
Very
about
excited.
Alvaro, man. The Wanderer and the
More
Martian
80s,
Glaives. It is
and
80s.
there's a lot more 80s in this one, which is nice.
Oh,
I do love me some 80s.
Nathan is making fishies.
He's playing an epic.
Oh,
Yep,
is he?
that's what you do.
There you go.
Yes, you make fish like God. So yeah. So that's springtime's ride. Woohoo.
Question. Oh, I thought you had questions at first. Yeah, I thought it was like questions, and no, he said questing. Yeah, Springtime's a ride is just a hoot to be around. Yeah, a little bit of a party.
She's very amenable. Whatever you guys want to do, she's down. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You guys want to do shots? We should do shots. I think this is more a question about Tauroth, but you are Ranger proficient. So I would ask this really quickly before Nathan posts his questions. Can can you um can you make dragons your preferred enemy? Can't Talroth do that?
So Talroth can't. So as a normal ranger, yes, you could have dragons as your preferred enemy. Talroth doesn't have preferred enemies because of the new Tasha's. Is it yeah, the new Tasha's ranger subclass. It has different things for like favorite terrain, favorite enemy, and all things like that. So I don't think, and you can't change it. You pick it, and that is your favorite enemy.
But other rangers can change their preferred enemy?
I can you? Because
Like that's what
if that were the case, I would have moved off of Faye
Faye
probably a little bit ago.
would you've?
I mean, yeah, you've grown on Sirach.
Oh, really? He likes her? Yay!
Yeah, I mean, I if we're going by incredibly bad tropes, you're his one Fae friend. He's like, oh, Fae can't be that bad. I have a Fae friend. Um,
Oh man, I'm giving credibility to the. Are we a species? Whatever the hell we are. Oh my god.
can a
I am
ranger
Saride. I speak for
change
the Fae.
their favored enemy? Refuse
Because I
to.
thought that was the thing with Talroth is he could pick a new favorite enemy. Am I wrong?
I. It's something new in the Tasha's expansion, and I'm just not sure what it is. Creating class features. Yeah, so favorite enemy beginning at first level. Da, da, da. When you gain this feature, you also learn one language. You choose one additional favorite enemy as well, associated at level 6 and 14. As you gain levels, your choices should reflect. So that's the regular stuff. Optional class features. Here we go. Deft Explorer, which he has. Favored foe. Okay, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can replace his favorite enemy feature and works with Foe Slayer feature. When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can call on your mystical bond with nature to mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute.
There it is. Okay,
Yeah,
but you have to hit it first. So he
yeah.
can't like. Okay, okay.
Dogs?
So until we actually hit a dragon, he can't have a dragon as his favorite enemy, and even then, it would only work for a minute.
Yeah.
Do
It's only
dragonborns count as dragon because they're dragon kind?
that would be a question for our dear Cody Stone.
Woo! Because if that's the case, that would be the way to go.
All right,
Because
so
favorite enemy lets you track them, right?
so I know that favored enemy does. Favored foe, lose concentration. The first time you mark a turn, you hit the favorite enemy, deal damage to it. You can use this feature to mark a favorite enemy equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended use alone. This feature, so it really only gives them, because favored enemy, is everything that I have, but it doesn't give me um favorite enemy is the one that I have, but it doesn't give me any attack bonuses because then I also have the spell um, where I Hunter's Mark, and this optional kind of replaces Hunter's Mark, and so you
Ah, there it is. Okay, I was gonna
or
say,
it
wait, does he get Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack? My God, Dalroth is deadly.
well Hunter's Mark really only adds a 1d6 to every attack, so it's just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because that's what he needs is more d6s. My lord, that man was rolling damage.
Oh,
But
always rolls
so,
damage.
yeah, it's rogues, man. Everyone sleeps on them, and you really shouldn't. They're sick. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. We are a font of knowledge. Let us spray you? Oh god, I don't know. That
Spre-
didn't go as well as I wanted it to at all.
yes,
But
Nathan.
yeah, Nate,
Welcome to the
I know you're
community.
new, so
Ask away. You got the questions. We got answers.
yeah, they may not match, but we're gonna have a good time.
I mean, ask whatever. Ask me, what I'm drinking. Ask what Saride does when she's, in the woods and no one's paying attention. Can someone hear her sing? No, not
No.
not tequila. This is bubbly water. It is water with bubbles in it. Thank you.
I know, Sydney. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm trying to behave.
Sydney, don't lie. You'll get us kicked off Twitch.
What do paladins do? So that is an excellent question. How does one answer? Paladins are, oof, they're clerics, but so they're like priests. They have no. Eric, you
So,
want to take this?
paladins are essentially the holy warriors of their god, the holy marked
Of
warriors
their ideal,
of
because
their
they're
ideal or deity.
yeah, because they don't necessarily have to have a deity they've created. Um, Actually, paladins don't at all, because like Oath of Vengeance, Oath of the Crown, um,
Okay, yeah, no, you're
none of
right.
those have to have. Yeah, you are just you are the quintessential knight of a round table. Like you are so dedicated to this idea, to this calling, be it a god or a principle, that you are empowered by it.
Indeed. And that empowering gives you magic. And so essentially, so a paladin, yeah, honor, loyalty, unless you're doing Oathbreaker, but Oathbreaker is usually for a cause that you believe in. It is your integrity, I would say, is where your power comes from. Your own personal integrity, because you can, if you like start going against your bond and your chosen path, you can almost lose your powers.
Then there is the Oathbreaker Paladin, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Also, just because like we're making these sound very Galahad-y, please know that you can be an alcoholic whoremonger of a paladin. Like there's no right way to play anything in D&D, except if you're a tiefling, you're bisexual. But I don't make the rules, man.
That
That's just
no,
true.
that's you're right. You're right.
It's just true. Um,
When you're right, you're not wrong. You know.
yeah, yeah. Humans are fun. Everyone gives humans as a race a bad time in D&D. Human was my first race. Um, they're versatile as heck. They're versatile as heck, my dude. And sometimes you need that.
Yep. I was reading one thing. It was some nature of an old Tumblr post a little while back, but it was talking about how like what if like aliens interacting with humans, that whole like subgenre of Tumblr where it's like, wait, so you do this? And the human's like, yeah. Why? Well, 'cause it's fun. Well, doesn't that hurt? Oh yeah, a whole lot. Spicy food's terrible for you. It's literally a plant that has designed itself to not be eaten, and you eat it all the time on everything. And like it's that sort of idea. And one of them was about a oh, want to become famous. Oh my God, is that a choice? Jeez, let's block that person. Here we go. Yeah, block. Um, oh no, they're blocked. All right,
All right.
sorry.
Yes. Yeah, and the one where it's like, so you live in these extreme conditions, like hot and cold. Yeah. What? And the aliens are just like, what the fuck are these people?
Yeah, and so this one was basically humans on like spaceships always like offered to do the job. So when they're like, no, no one can go do that job, and the humans are like, I got it, and the aliens are like, won't you die? And the humans are like, nah, I'll survive. I can do it. And then like the existential dread of like watching a human who gets like radiation poisoning like seep away and like slowly pass away, and the aliens are like, that's so scary, but every time they tell the story, all other humans are like doing what they need to do, like save the ship, drinks to them and everything, and they're just like, this is a normal thing, and like just the craziness of like prolonged death.
Stubbornness, very oddly, is not a stat in D&D, but it should be.
It definitely needs to be.
Yeah. Um, Actually, maybe that's just maybe like Constitution, charisma. I don't know. I don't know what it would fall under.
Like it's there have to be like the idea of secondary stats that are like combinations of more stats. Like your con and your
Yeah,
charisma is your stubbornness. How stubborn you're
I'll
willing to
allow it.
be.
Absolutely.
Or willpower.
Yeah,
Your con
absolutely.
and willpower.
What is willpower?
Wisdom.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, agree to
As
disagree. It's
a, as a
okay.
stubborn person myself, I would not say that my stubbornness comes from a wisdom based motivator.
I think I'm just going by some older D&D terms where you would use your wisdom.
Willpower? Absolutely. Willpower absolutely is stubbornness.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Some older D&D terms, like when you would be making a wisdom save, it would be, I think it would be categorized as like a will save. And so I think I just got
Yeah.
that in my head. That's all.
Yeah. When we played the D&D Warcraft game, they replaced wisdom with willpower, with will, because that's what it is in Warcraft.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Their stubbornness
So
drives them,
there.
Edwin, not quite. It's the thing that drives you to do the right thing. It also helps you get away from the wrong, not to fall into those types of traps. I mean, hopefully. There are times where willpower leads you into all the traps.
Yeah. Um, Mostly in my own life. That's all I do. I just run headlong into stuff and say nope. You know the what is it, the Captain, that beautiful Captain America quote of "No, you move."
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, I use that on a daily basis, but it's with stuff like cans that I can't open, or more often than not, Cody.
yeah.
And Cody is always right, and that's not like, well, the customers are. No, this is a fact that I hate, but Cody, 99.9% of the times, is right, and I fight him because it is what I do.
I mean, you just go like I'm just imagining now that you said like you use that on cans, and I'm just imagining you like attempting to open a Coca-Cola and it's not working, and your initial reaction is just like, well, you're gonna play games, you're not gonna like how this game ends, and I'm just like the camera shifts, like does a pan shift real quick, and you're now in the kitchen, the Coke is on a cutting board on its side, and you got like a meat cleaver, and you're like, let's do this. You could have cooperated. Kink. All right, let's go.
See, yes, we are Marvel fans. See, because I went to it's me with the can outside, and I've got the shield, and I'm doing target practice.
Oh yes, Marvel fans. I'm also a very big DC fan.
Hey,
Um,
I am Wonder Woman, so yes, absolutely.
yes. Um, I am. I'm look. I'm a nerd. If you wanna talk like I got,
What's your Digimon?
I- I'm bringing them out. So this is my Digimon. So right now that is Metal
I want to see the
Tyrannomon,
baby.
and that is Megadramon. They're both ultimate level Digimon. But also I just got this from the new this is the new Digivice for the Digimon 2020 series that's currently going on in Japan. Um, and that's Agumon just chilling out, but I also have a bunch of the other Digimon. I have so there's Agumon, then there's Gabumon, Piyomon, Tentamon, Palmon, Gomamon, and Patamon. I got Patamon? When did I get Patamon? I got Patamon. I didn't notice I got Patamon. But yeah, so I'm a nerd beyond nerds. Um Yeah, I got things everywhere. I have a Green Lantern tattoo. I have a Green Lantern ring. Um, yeah. So yeah. So don't worry, nerds. See, Nathan. Like the thing about dork is I don't know if people have like because nerd has gone from being used as a pejorative into being used as like a self-identifier, and I don't know if dork has gotten there yet. Because
Well, because there for a time there was a difference between geek, nerd, dork, and dweeb, and I think a lot of it was what they were, what their particular fandoms were. Like geeks liked science fiction, fantasy, games. I know dweebs liked math and science, and
okay.
I'm not entirely sure what nerds and dorks like. I think nerd was the overarching,
And then there
and
were
dork was something that was called us by non-dorks
so
or
what
by
you're
people who had repressed their dork.
so what you're telling me is that the class is nerd, but then dweeb, dork, and everything those are subclasses.
What I'm saying is the class is nerd, geek and dweeb are subsets, and dork is what we are called by outsiders.
Yeah. So Nathan, I would never say considered a dork. No, you would not be considered a dork. Maybe
Unless you
considered a
want to
nerd,
be.
unless you want to be. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
going very fuzzy. There we go. I'm back. Um,
Ooh, sharp.
Yeah, yes, there is a difference based on
Be
fandom,
sharp.
but all that has changed in the past 20 years. Exactly, like it's gone, so far back. Oh, look at him, he's sleeping. Look at that little guy. He going to bed. Going to beddy. Bye, bye. Sorry, what
I
were we
love
talking
you.
about?
I love you so much.
Do
Yes,
we
we do
have
have
dice?
dice. Boy, howdy.
So these are most of mine right now in my little dice tray. Um, One that I got very recently. This dice little D20 is from my fiance. It's a glass D20. It's very nice, and it just rolled a two, so maybe we'll put that away for now.
Not so nice. These are mine for now.
Oh my God! Look at those giant ass dice.
Those the giant ass ones are a gift, were a birthday gift from Mars and Kez.
Oh, that's so
I
nice. Look at them sparkle.
Yeah, I like to call. I think of them as the Reader's Digest giant print edition of dice.
When you go on your mom's phone and the font's at like extra large, and you're just like,
My mom's phone? You mean my phone? Honestly, like they got me these, and I was like, these are so amazing. Thank you so much. And in my head, I was like, part of me thinks that I should take this as an insult because they're so big. Like, do they think I'm blind? But also, I can see the numbers.
I just imagine it's like the therapy pencil that's like the vastly oversized therapy pencil because it's easier for them to write with when they're learning how to like rewrite. Instead of just imagining those are therapy sized dice if you know are in physical therapy but you also want to play D&D at the same time.
I also got this really wonderful dice from Marcin Kez. It's just the D20.
Ooh, metal.
It says, yeah, it's beautiful metal. It says, hold on, where's the 20? Oh, the 20's there. Where's the yeet? Oh, you have the yeet.
I have yeet.
Um, you
Yeah.
have yeet. So on my crit one, it says it definitely says fuck.
Yeah, let me see if I can get this to show up. So on my 20, it says yeet,
There it is.
and
See,
then
it's too small, Eric. I can't read it.
come on, and then yeah, it says fuck on the one.
I think I can see the fuck on the one. So yeah. So there it is.
I
That's
just need you with like glasses that are hanging down here, going, wait a second, ow,
I
oh
can't
look
see it.
at
I
that.
can't see Eric. I can't see the yeet. I can't see the yeet.
Jesus
That's me in a nursing home.
God, that's my
Um,
grandma right
but
now. Like I don't even know how to.
Your grandma uses yeet on the regular. Way to go.
Mike, look, my so I my grandmother has always been like super on top of technology, and like cell phone, like, let me put it this way: car phones came out, she had a car phone. Cell phones came out, she was like, I'm getting a cell phone, here's my number. She had a computer, she regularly writes emails. She's been like on the fair forefront. And then you had on the other side my nana, who I love dearly, has passed away. Um, but she couldn't use a typewriter. Like, it was out of, like, she was a smart woman, but not very technologically inclined. Like, the cord phone was the big thing she used on the reg.
There you go. That
Yeah.
was a risky choice of hers. Well done. How brave.
Mhm.
We're rounding the home plate. I don't know sports. I don't know, but we're getting pretty close to the end. So if you guys have any more questions or comments, please feel free to ask.
Yeah, we would love to answer your questions.
Yeah. Now I will say this about dice though, and I'm speaking for myself only. This is not even a fraction of my collection. Eric, do you have more, or is that
So
like your
so here's the thing. Back way before I joined Rep, I actually got a dice bag of holding, and I had a
those are nice?
lot of dice, and I don't know where they went.
No, did
Yeah,
you move?
I did, and like, I don't know if I left. Like, I called up the guys where I used to live, and I was like, "Hey, did I leave my dice around there?" And they're like, "We haven't seen any dice around here." And I was like, "Gosh darn it! I knew I had dice, and I don't know where they got all to." So I'm rebuilding my dice collection.
Okay. Yeah, mine is in a shoebox and a gallon bag from Skull Splitter in my
Yeah.
room. Yep. Whenever a new character happens, I empty all of my dice onto my bed and I separate them by their family, and then I go through and go, okay, which ones do I want? Which ones do I want? So yeah.
Like, I
Right now,
feel I must. Sorry.
no, I was like, I pretty well have Sarai done up with Norse Foundry dice right now, which is exactly what I want. I need like one more set, and then she's finished. Um, so yeah, battle mats. I want
Not
to
that
say
expensive. They're like 20, 30
25.
bucks.
Yeah, it depends on the mat. It depends on how big it is and where you get it and what the art is and da
If
da da
it's
da da.
washable.
Mm-hmm.
So I love
Um,
I love the grid maps. I know we usually do here, everything we do is theater of the mind, but I do have a wonderful fondness for grid maps, particularly hex mats. I love them. I think they're great.
yeah, we did we did that once in our home campaign. It was like a dry erase mat.
Hmm.
Oh man, it was. I felt like a general. It
Yeah,
was so cool.
it feels like the most immersive game of like Stratego that you can ever play, where you have like all the pieces in front of you.
Yeah. So, Eric, you got anything before we sign off?
You know what? I don't. And here's the biggest thing. Every time we do this, we get to 8:30, which I have to have set as a hard leave time because I have to go to work. But every time we do this, I'm just like, nah, let's keep talking, let's keep going. We're good.
Have to go to work, Eric.
I know. I'm just saying, every time I'm just like, yeah, let's just keep going. Another half hour, another half hour, another half hour.
We're just gonna have to do this again next week.
You know what? We might just have to.
Yeah. So that's it for us for tonight. Please come join us tomorrow night as we go through the Borderlands. It's going to be a rip roaring good time. We finally made it to Sanctuary, and we are now on our way to save Roland from the Firehawk, the super mysterious Firehawk. Who could this demon of flame and feather be? I mean, we pretty much know.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, Raymar. Hi and bye.
Brimmer!
Um, but yeah, so we will see you hopefully tomorrow, and if not, definitely Monday for some more disasters and danger.
Woo!
Do you have a go at the sign out, or do you want to use mine?
Let's use yours. I liked it.
I like it. Thank you. Do you remember what it was?
Let's pretend you do.
All right, so we are going to see you next week, next Thursday for the next Thursday, and that's the Archives guarantee. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Where's the picture? That's the picture.